I'm Trent Foster, fitness trainer. Come down to my gym. I'll show you, I'll teach you how to be what you can be. Strong, fast, powerful. I will commit all that I have to teaching you to be that physical specimen that you really want to be. Not quite like this, mind you. A little off my game lately. However, this here is a review of the book Trent Foster and the Council of 10 by M W Whiteside. Trent Foster and the Council of 10 is a rousing, quirky space adventure. It's got aliens. It's got space battles. Whoosh, and explosions. It's got Trent Foster, several of his friends, lots of fun, lots of excitement, lots of tension, lots of whatever you like, and a fun, quirky, campy, sci-fi space adventure. It's a truly great book. Now, Trent Foster was an orphan. Of course, he still is an orphan. Doesn't know who his parents were. Doesn't really know where he originated, basically a foundling. His very name was because back in his way younger days, kindergarten, whatever, he was just listed on the paperwork as Trent. So his teacher put down on the paperwork, Trent Foster Child. Well, for years that was his name. He finally dropped the child and became Trent Foster. Trent has had a difficult life and he's got some issues. But for the most part, the people at the gym love him. He does everything he can to be helpful. He is known to be prompt, efficient, and just an all-around fantastic guy. But for the last 6 months or so, things have been off. He finds himself showing up late for work, which he's never done before. He finds things just kind of kiltered. He discovers that he's feeling like the weight of the world is on his hands. I'm sure we've all had that feeling every now and then. But what Trent Foster doesn't know is he is much more than just a normal fitness trainer here on this little ball of mud. See, what happens here is that Trent Foster actually is a powerful being, doesn't know anything about his own potential. Now, the universe is governed by some supremely powerful beings called the Council of 10. The Council of 10 are there to maintain the balance and the laws of the universe. They were set in place many eons ago. Now, to do this, they have a corps of sentinels. These sentinels are supposed to police the universe, keep things in balance, keep things justice in line. Well, my first thought in reading about the sentinels was the Green Lantern Corps from DC. Don't have wings, don't have lanterns, but they're a corps of powerful beings from various planets, various corners of the universe, whose job it is to police all of the planets, all of the galaxies, etc., and keep things straight. Now, unfortunately, the Council of 10, kind of like the Guardians of Io in their little circles, well, they're not quite satisfied with the way things are. They want more than just to maintain the status quo and balance and keep things straight years. They want to remake a universe in their own image. To do this, they need Trent Foster. Trent has no idea who he truly is. Until one day, this strange man shows up. This man is called Rainier. Rainier is a sentinel. However, he has gone against the orders of the council because the council has ordered the sentinels to find and take out Trent Foster. Trent Foster is a being who has the potential to put a stop to their plans. Trent Foster is so much more than just a fitness trainer. Now, things start getting real when a whole bunch of sentinels start converging on Earth to find Trent Foster at the orders of the council. Rainier, who is one of the older sentinels, well, never before has the council been ordering them to just kill people. The council has in the past been profound and just, as you would expect them to be. Unfortunately, the council has, like I said, got some of their own plans now, and the sentinels have become much more like the Yellow Lanterns, led by the evil, corrupted lantern, Sinestro. So, Rainier, knowing something isn't right, sets out to save Trent Foster, bring him to the council so he can face them and find out what the heck is going on. Well, Trent Foster's apartment gets blown up. His dog, we believed, died in the fire. He had his lovely dog named Bella. Luckily, Rainier saved the dog. And Trent Foster, facing Rainier, this sentinel, is like, what the heck are you talking about, in essence? Well, in order to unlock Trent Foster's latent potential, Rainier attacks a friend of Trent's. Trent jumps in front of this, and all of a sudden all the fire shooting from Rainier's powered hands is turned into harmless water spraying away. This is the first that Trent Foster knows for sure that he is more than just a normal human being. Now, this sets off, of course, a huge space adventure. There is a whole core of not really bad guys, and yet, yeah, bad guys, after him. They want to take out Trent Foster because the council has ordered them to do so, and following the council's orders is what they do. Trent ends up taking a journey across the country, chased by all these people. Cities are being blown up. People are being killed all over the place. Matter is created. Matter is destroyed. And all kinds of stuff happens here. All kinds of excitement. But we have friends of his being kidnapped, ending up in spaceships, cruising across the galaxy, stopping off inside a nice, handy neutron star for, a refuel and a snack. And we have Trent Foster fighting off all these sentinels, trying to save his friends, trying to save his planet, and trying to figure out, who am I? What is my purpose? Why am I here? Well, like I said, this is a rousing space battle, quirky sci-fi adventure full of tons of fun. And as Trent Foster battles his way through, learning as he goes, life's lessons, until he ends up finally facing the Council of 10. Meanwhile, he did allow himself to be captured and brought here. And he was put into a coma. While in this coma, he discovers he has the ability, though, to project himself, his consciousness, elsewhere, checking in on his friends, making sure everything is all right. And he has a plan. He discovered, to face down the council. The council, what they have done is they have built a prison, a supposedly eternal prison. So rather than taking out the bad guys, because when you kill a bad guy, supposedly energy, which is never truly destroyed, disperses around the galaxy, and this evil energy can be respawned to create more havoc at some point in the future. So the council has created this prison. In this prison, they're putting anybody that they deem a possible danger, or anybody that they deem doesn't fit their idea of the way things and people are supposed to be. Sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? I think we've been here before. So, in any case, what happens in this book, you have to follow it. It is one blast after another. But really, it's a lesson in the nature of the universe. It's a lesson in self-reflection. It's in how to, discover, searching yourself, discovering your own potential, figuring out who you are, figuring out what your purpose truly is. Now, Trent, he finally figures this out, but he goes through a lot of hell before he gets there. I'm not going to tell you exactly who or what Trent Foster is, but of course, he faces the council with a plan to overcome and to vanquish, and in the end, things are all right. But the thing about this book, though, is it's much more than just a sci-fi adventure. It is also a lesson in the duality of nature itself. It tells you, that there can be no light without darkness. There can be no good without evil. Those who seek to eradicate evil, those who seek to eradicate darkness, well, what they may discover is that in eradicating evil and darkness, you also have destroyed any semblance or meaning of good and light. There are lots of moral lessons in this book. There's lots of fun. There's lots of everything that you really like in a space adventure. It's truly a blast. The moral lesson at the end, I'm not going to tell you how the book ends, but it's very, very personal to the author himself. And I will say that if you've been struggling with issues in your personal life, or possibly alcoholism or addiction, that kind of thing, this book could possibly have a special meaning to you. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars when I reviewed it on Amazon. The reason I gave it 4 out of 5 instead of 5 out of 5 stars is because there are some problems with the editing. Wrong words here and there. But they were not enough to detract from the sheer power of the story itself. The story has lessons that should be listened to, and it has all the rousing excitement and fun that you want. Personally, I would recommend Trent Foster and the Council of 10 to anybody who is looking for fun, excitement, and with a few moral lessons thrown in. This has been my review of Trent Foster and the Council of 10 by Matt Whiteside. I hope you enjoyed.